Daily Show, founded by Craig Kilborn, many of you are not old enough to remember that, then becomes very popular, at least among DC journalists, and makes a big splash under Jon Stewart. Then it's taken over by Trevor Noah, who has never said a funny thing ever once in his life. And they let him keep that show for a while. Eventually he leaves. Now it's just been a cycle of fill-in hosts. This guy is Charlamagne Tha God, is his stage name. And he's a radio host. We played clips of him before. He's pretty funny. He's obviously a big lib. Here is Charlamagne Tha God's take on President Biden.
So Donald Trump is currently running on a platform of dictatorship, and the only man standing in his way is President Joe Biden. Seen here looking at his own approval ratings. I know he thinks he's got this in the bag, but the polls say otherwise. I want Biden stepping in to beat Trump the way I want him stepping in to defend me at a bar fight. I appreciate you caring, but I don't like our chances. The point is, we don't need Biden to beat Donald Trump, just like we didn't need RBG to stay on the court, okay? Maybe if RBG had retired during the Obama years, we'd still have Roe v. Wade. Maybe. But people said, no, she needs to be here to protect Roe. And now, look, both of them are gone. It's true, they're both gone. See, the facts are, Biden's not getting any younger. He's not going to get any more popular, and he's not getting a new running mate. So please, Mr. President, give America the ultimate Christmas gift and step aside.
This is not the funniest monologue I've ever seen, but compared to years of Trevor Noah, this guy is Norm Macdonald, Bob Hope, and Rodney Dangerfield all rolled up into one. This guy is really, really much funnier than Trevor Noah. And his point is much better. Yeah, Joe Biden is a major liability for the Democrats. I agree. Donald Trump could conceivably beat Joe Biden if the libs don't rig it. I totally agree. Maybe even if the libs do rig it. Biden's approval ratings are so low, and Trump seems to be doing pretty well head to head. All that said, though, I bet that Biden is still the nominee. I'm not sure about that. I know there are a lot of Democrats and Republicans who are saying, nah, he's at the last minute, he's going to step aside. Nah, he's not. He can't run again. He's too old. He's too senile. It's not going to happen. I'm not betting the farm, but I would bet a small amount of money Joe Biden will be the Democrat nominee for president, barring some, major health incident. I just don't think this guy is going to step aside voluntarily. I think Joe Biden has wanted to be the president since he was in the womb. I think it would be embarrassing to leave after one term. It would be a sign of failure. And I don't think he wants to do it. And he doesn't like Kamala Harris. He hates her. Kamala Harris launched her campaign calling Joe Biden a racist. Joe Biden has no love for Kamala Harris. He's not going to do it for Pete Buttigieg. Give me a break. The silly mayor of South Bend. You don't get to go on maternity leave when you're the president of the United States. He's not doing that. He's not. Maybe Gavin Newsom. He's the most in the Biden mold. But I don't think Biden cares about anybody, really. I think Biden cares about Biden. Right now, text Knowles to 200-300. For most homeowners, window replacement is not something they want to do, but rather something they have to do. Have you put off replacing the windows in your home because it's too expensive? Then I've got great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and a free quote from Renewal by Andersen. Renewal by Andersen's signature service is committed to giving you the best customer experience possible, supported by the best people in the industry. Right now, Renewal by Andersen is offering a free in-home or virtual consultation on durable quality, affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. Text Knowles, KNWLES, to 200-300 for your free consultation and save $375 off every window and $750 off every door. These savings will not last long, so be sure to check it out. Text Knowles, KNWLES, to 200-300. I have gotten unsolicited emails. There was a carpenter who wrote to me and said, Michael, I heard you do a read for Renewal by Andersen. Whenever I work on a home with windows by Renewal by Andersen, it's just superior quality. Text Knowles to 200-300. Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Messaging data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Go to windowappointmentnow.com for full offer details. Right now, go to stpaulcenter.com/Michael. I recently had my friend Dr. Scott Hahn on the show. He is the founder of the St. Paul Center, which is one of the fastest growing Catholic organizations in the world. The St. Paul Center's mission is to give you the tools you need to know to love Scripture better, to become more confident in your faith, and most importantly, to grow closer to Christ himself. In order to achieve this, the St. Paul Center founded a new digital learning platform called Emmaus Academy. Emmaus Academy features over 20 video courses, book studies, and original series giving you the ability to learn from world-class theologians such as Dr. Scott Hahn and Dr. John Bergsma, as if you were right there with them in the classroom. I absolutely love their video studies. I love everything that they put out. Their 12-session study by Dr. Hahn is incredible. He traces the meaning of holiness from its origins in Scripture to its appearance in our own lives today. This study will help you experience the transformative power of God's holiness. Start learning more about church history, how to interpret the Bible, the basics of Christian prayer, and more. Go to stpaulcenter.com/Michael, and you can begin exploring Emmaus Academy. Memberships are only $25 per month, but you can sign up today for a 2-week free trial. Imagine what could be possible if we were all to fortify ourselves with a deeper understanding of Scripture and faith. Do not miss this opportunity to sign up today to begin your journey with Emmaus Academy. And furthermore, even from the perspective of the Democratic Party, it just looks bad to lose your nominee. Even if Biden is polling in pretty bad numbers right now, it's a sign of weakness. This is why you always hear this when a president is running for re-election, they say, will he change his running mate? Oh, that running mate's not that popular. Kamala Harris is, first of all, presidents often benefit if they have a slightly weak running mate because it's an argument against impeachment or assassination. But two, if you change things up, you are admitting that you have failed. And right now, the Democrats are still straight-facing, Biden, he's achieved so much. So much! Oh, things have never been better. A gallon of milk costs $300 now, but things have never, we've got World War III breaking out in Eastern Europe and in the Middle East, but no, things are just, thank goodness it's not like it was under Trump when the economy was great and we had world peace. Yeah, no, thank goodness now everything's broken. But they're straight-facing it. And if they're going to straight-face it, then they got to keep the nominee. To lose the nominee is to admit that the guy failed, that he was too old, he was too weak, too incompetent. Never underestimate Joe's ability to F things up, to quote the former Democrat president. So my money, a modest amount of money, he's still the nominee. Now, speaking of the presidential nominees, a poll has just come out from 3 groups. You know, they always say it's like the ABC Harvard poll or whatever. Well, this is the 538 Washington Post Ipsos poll. So goodness gracious, that's 3 groups. And they say that Ron DeSantis won the 4th Republican debate. And I basically agree with that. He won in the sense that he was the most steady, the most presidential. Sure. Okay. I think that the debate was the best debate by far. I think Megyn Kelly by far was the best moderator we've seen at any of these debates, really at any debate in recent years. But so what? So what? Ron DeSantis won the debate. Cool. How are the poll numbers moving? Not at all. Why? Sometimes winning a debate helps. The problem is these debates were not actually presidential debates because the guy who's leading the pack by 40 or 50 points even didn't show up. So it was a fun little exercise. It was a simulacrum of a presidential debate. It was a distant, faint echo of a president. But even if you hate Trump and you like DeSantis or Vivek or Haley or Chris Christie, if you're the one guy out there, me, who just loves the croissants and is waiting for the croissants to just totally, then even still, I think you have to admit, it just doesn't matter. That and $1.50 will get you a cup of coffee. Man, that was a great clip, huh? Well, now, wait. You got to ring that bell. Subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.